Now I know what you're thinking. Wow, I could dip in that pool. Kwanza today being a holiday and all. But relax and breathe. The pool is optional. Your budget will decide, your priorities will decide, and most importantly, your fear of water bills will decide. Today, the real star aspect is the house. A 3-bedroom bungalow that said, I respect tradition, but I also have Wi-Fi. Clean, simple, elegant. You know this kind of house. It never goes out of style. Even your parents will approve. And even that uncle who critiques everything will nod and say, Sasa hii ni nyumba. It has that timeless charm, but still brings the modern element of open spaces and a lot of natural light. And it has a modest little front porch, very polite, just enough to greet your guests before directing them to the real party at the back. Now let's talk about the back porch, because this is where life happens. This is where you'll have your Sunday brunch. This is where nyama choma will be judged, where stories will be exaggerated, and definitely where you'll be on social media while neglecting your responsibilities. So whether you add the pool or not, this home still delivers comfort, style, and a whole lot of live large energy. Timeless, comfortable, and effortlessly elegant. It's a house that will still look good even 20 years from now. And it embraces that indoor-outdoor living that I always talk about. So if you're a person who's large on entertaining, you always want to have guests in your house, this is the house for you. And then this is the back of your house, where you can see you have your kitchen yard with the grills right there that will give you access to the back of the house. That's what you see. So corner windows are always a statement of star aspect designs, as you all know. And they bring that natural light, that air of, airiness into the rooms. So it's always a good thing. And then we are back to the front, where we have the front porch. So this here is the plan, the floor plan of the house. You can study it. You can pause and study it. So this is the house, the 3D plan. It really embraces that modern living aspect of open plans, so that even when you're in the kitchen, you can still converse with people out here in the patio or terrace. You can converse with people in the dining area or even in the lounge. So that openness is what really makes this house modern. It embraces its timeless charm, but it also embraces the modernity. So from the front porch here, this is where you enter. So once you enter, then you have your foyer right there. And I also always advocate for having foyers because you just don't want to enter directly into your lounge. Well, if you have the space and the money, of course, but it's always a good idea to have a transition space. So once you enter, then you have your foyer there, and you can hang your bags, your coats, store your shoes, whatever you like really. And then you can either proceed this way into the lounge or proceed that way into the other bedrooms. So let's look at the plan in totality first. So you see, once you're at this foyer, you can enter this area here, which has the 2 bedrooms. And of course, the 2 bedrooms then will share this common bathroom here, which is what you have there. And the 2 bedrooms actually can accommodate 2 5x6 beds for that room there, and with a lot of storage space. Always advocate for more storage. You can have a shoe rack at this corridor here, and then this is the other bedroom right here. And then when you get back to the foyer, then you can head straight on to the master bedroom. So that's the master bedroom right there, where you have your bed space, then you'll have your walk-in closet, and finally your bathroom with your his and hers sink, and then the shower area with the toilet in the middle. And then right here you have a cloakroom, and this cloakroom is for the visitors because number one, you don't want them to go into the private areas of the house to this bathroom, so you'd rather have their bathroom right here at the entrance, at the foyer there. And then you proceed and enter the main lounge. So that main lounge looks that way. It's a relatively big lounge, and then you can also use this space here to go to the bedrooms. And then that lounge, this door here is where you access the terrace at the back here. And from the lounge you then have your dining area right there. You can see how open that area is. So it flows beautifully and everything feels connected. So whether you're hosting, relaxing, or supervising snacks, nobody is left out in the conversation. So here we have the lounge from this other angle, and then there you have your dining area and your kitchen. And then your kitchen will have this island here in the middle with some seats. Then you have your fridge there, you have your sink area there, and then you have your cooker there. And your cooker then, as usual, as I always state, you have to provide a gas gauge outside the kitchen. That's what I always advise. And it is right here at the kitchen yard. So this door here will lead to the kitchen yard where you'll have your laundry area. So you'll have your washing machine, and you'll also have your doggy sink right there. And you can also have another wash area here. It depends on your needs. And then this here is a grill, just to enhance the security of the kitchen yard, especially that you have, if you have a washing machine right here, you want the area to be a bit secure. So you can have grills at that section with a door that will lead to the outside. And when we get back to the kitchen, This window here can actually turn into a door. It depends on whether you want that direct access to the terrace. And that is why at the back here, this open plan is interconnected to this outside sitting area. So that is where you have your terrace. You can have a planter there and then have sitting area there. You can have some dining area there. So it all depends on your needs for how you arrange this section out here. And the thing I liked about this pergola is the fact that you can either leave it open and just have traces and even have climbing plants on it. You know, there are some people who really embrace plants. Or you could cover it up with either perspex or toughened glass, because I didn't want it to feel enclosed like you're in a house. You want that open airy feel. But if you also want it enclosed, it is an option. Nothing is out of limits. So then this is the back area. As I was stating, the pool is optional. You can easily remove the pool and just have greenery. Then this will be your terrace and this will be your green portion of your land. So a pool is not necessary, but well, who doesn't love a pool? So it's all a matter of what you need. And then you can also just add a little bit of oomph to your landscaping and have a bonfire pit with a projector screen that elevates your entertaining. As I said, if you're a person who loves entertaining, then this is the house for you. So let's look again at the house in totality from the back. So that is what you have. Now, whether you fell in love with the timeless design, the open spaces, or whether you're still mentally prizing that optional pool, no pressure, by the way. We're not judging. Your wallet might be judging, but we're not. This is the kind of house that will create a warm, inviting atmosphere for everyday living and effortless entertaining. If you enjoyed this design, please let us know. Or even if you didn't, let us know what disappointed you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because we have many more beautiful homes coming your way. And who knows, maybe the next one might convince you to finally start building. For now, may your chai be hot, may your Wi-Fi be strong, and your neighbors just a little bit jealous. Until next time, live large.